I need to, one area of courage that would be good maybe is to be able to talk to other people. I'm so private.
Yeah.
I don't really share my private life, which is probably a good thing.
Hi, and welcome to The Sweet Spot. Today's question could transform your relationship.
I'm getting ready with the questions. Should I spin and you choose?
Okay, spin and you choose.
Okay, I'm spinning the questions.
Hopefully, today's question we can get into straight away. Might take us a little bit, a minute.
I'll have to respin.
I know from past experience that sometimes all it takes is a bit of a question to open things up, to try and get to know each other better, rather than being silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been transformative for us because I just find every question that we open up to, our relationship takes it deepens.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, this is a great question. And how could I be more courageous in my everyday life? That's the individual question. And then the couple's question is, how could we be more courageous as a couple?
How could I be more courageous in my life? Well, for starters, doing this is definitely courageous. You keep it open.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And in case we might need it. I definitely feel getting in front of the camera and talking about personal things off the cuff is quite a challenge. And it does take courage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always said that if you're feeling anxious, one of the ways to combat anxiety is to have some courage. And that is to do the thing. For example, when I was really young, I was really scared to show up in front of people, have an opinion, talk about my thoughts and feelings. And one of the ways that I got over it was by learning an instrument and getting on stage in front of people. At that point, I didn't realize what that felt like.
Yeah.
It felt like I was hiding a little bit. I could stand in the background, play some music, till I actually got on stage and realized there were people watching.
The great reveal.
The great reveal.
Yeah.
And then in no time, there were like hundreds of people watching. And then there were a few occasions where there were a few thousand people. And the interesting thing was when there were 1,000 people, it kind of mattered less because you didn't really know any individual person that was watching. So, but I feel like I'm self-conscious and I'm starting to get the feeling where that's coming from. And part of where that's coming from is perhaps not fulfilling what it is that I want to do. This is part of it. Having a really good relationship is another part where you start to feel inwardly whole. And that's where this comes from. The feeling of not being courageous or not feeling or feeling inadequate can come from not feeling firm inside, that you know who you are. So you're coming from the inside rather than being concerned about what other people are thinking or watching or saying about you.
That's such a beautiful point.
How about you?
Yeah, I just love where you went with that. Because I think that we were speaking earlier about like the state of the world and all kinds of things. And I've recently heard some news that somebody who I did hold in high esteem had been behaving behind closed doors not very appropriately. And the thing that I kept coming back to, I was so thankful that I feel stronger in my core. Like, I don't mean my tummy muscles because those need a lot of work. But yeah, I think that, yeah, showing up with more courage, and even in the relationship to keep showing up with courage. Sometimes it's very scary, opening up to somebody, or maybe I could show more courage in my relationship by bringing you more into my family. I'm not really sure if that's to do with courage, but and also maybe I need to, one area of courage that would be good maybe is to be able to talk to other people. I'm so private. I don't really share my private life, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, maybe I need the courage to talk to you about how I'm struggling a bit with bringing together my beautiful life with you and my beautiful life with my family, and how we can kind of make that a little bit more integrated.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's as much on me as anybody. I'm just learning how to nurture a relationship and keep nurturing my family. So yeah, it's a big learning, but I feel like it's slowly inching together. Yeah.
Well, that's really interesting because I have a different feeling about families. And that's because when I was very young, my family seemed to be quite close. There was a gathering at main events during the year, maybe Mother's Day, Christmas Day, and around that time of year. But it petered out by the time I got into my early teens. And probably out of my choice, I'd rather go and hang out with my friends and mates than hang out with family. When I moved away from home, our family's very fragmented. The relationship grew more distant. I didn't feel like I had a lot of things in common with my family, with my sisters and mother and father. So they got to be more distant. So for me, that felt comfortable.
Keeping them at a distance.
The idea that I'm trying to put across. Some people feel like they're at home when family's in close. Other people might feel at ease, or that things feel homely when things are a little bit more of a distant feeling. So for someone who's come from a family that's quite separate, having the opportunity to jump into somebody else's family where it's all quite busy and very close could be a little scary.
Oh, for sure.
But willing to try.
Yeah, okay.
What is the second part of the question?
Well, maybe that will go with the second part of the question, because it was, how could we be more courageous as a couple, I think.
There you go.
Yeah, so it often leads, the individual and the couple question often kind of bleed into each other, which is great because it's a logical
So we could be more courageous as a couple, not only doing more things with the family, but doing more things together that are a little different. And that's hard because we both have work, but we're trying to work around creating a future together where we can spend more time not only creating, but doing the things that we really love to do.
Yeah.
Rather than what we feel we must do.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think, courageous as a couple. One thing might be to be a bit more sociable, because we adore each other's company. So we do a lot of things together, but we're very entertained.
We are, yes.
So maybe step out a little bit and include maybe more people. And certainly, but I said this last episode, I would love to travel with you and to really because I know you're really interested in your ancestry, and I'd love to do something like that with you, where you actually go, and I feel like there's a little bit of resistance to traveling, but I think it would be it won't be as
I think
as overwhelming as it might seem from.
I think for starters, if I just get through the red tape and get myself a passport,
that's
a great
that's a good start.
Once I get the paperwork done, then I'm probably more inclined to start thinking about planning ahead.
Then you don't have to be a stowaway on a boat, which is great.
Be a stowaway on a boat.
Although that may bring back some ancestry, some stories of early arrival in the country. You never know.
So
you might be a great stowaway.
Yeah. So I hope that question today helps you open up a few areas in your life and in your relationship with your loved ones, as it obviously did for us, because we have slightly different family ideas.
Yeah, 100%.
Not that either are right or either are wrong.
Yeah.
But it gets us talking, and then we know where we stand.
That's it. It opens up the conversation that might have stayed dormant. And then later you get these weird resentments or these misunderstandings.
Done. Good. Thank you for joining us on The Sweet Spot. From Tanya and I, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.